Hey guys, if you're 8 to 10 months away from your wedding and you haven't done these things, you have to hustle. Check out my new video in my wedding planning series so you can accomplish these things and stay on track. Hey guys, welcome back to GG Vlog. Today, we're gonna be covering what you need to do as a bride or groom that's planning your own wedding 8 to 10 months prior to your wedding. If you haven't already seen my first video in this series, where I talk about the first 2 things you need to do before you start to plan, please go check it out at the end of the video where I'll drop in that video so you can click on it and then you can come back and watch this video. If you haven't checked out the second video where I talk about what you need to do 10 to 12 months prior to your wedding, then check out that video as well. Just skip all the way to the end of this video and there you'll be able to choose the video, then come back and watch this video. If you have already seen both of those videos, let's jump right in. If you haven't done these things and your wedding day is 8 to 10 months away, you have to really hustle and get into it and do it, because if you don't do it in time, things can get done sloppy, things can go unexpectedly wrong. So you want to make sure you give yourself that time frame to be able to get things done before your wedding. So let's just dive right in. Now that you've done all the other things, like you created a budget, you know who's in your wedding party, you booked a venue, you want to go ahead and start booking other vendors for your wedding day. For example, first you want to go ahead and find a band or a DJ or both. Sometimes some couples will have both. You'll have a band for the ceremony, a DJ for the reception, and also DJ usually takes care of the electronic parts of the ceremony, so your mic, they'll have all of that set and ready for you to go. There are certain different ways to do this, and I'm gonna share all of the different ways that you can do this for each particular vendor that you need to book at this point. First, you want to find out by word of mouth. So ask your friends, ask your friends' friends, ask people around who they booked for their weddings, who they booked for their daughter's wedding, who they booked for their son's wedding. Just ask around and see what you can find out from people that you know. So if the first option doesn't work out for you and you don't find anyone that way, go to your venue and see if they have recommendations. A lot of times venues will have a list of recommendations where they've worked out a deal with them where they can do it cheaper for brides and grooms of that particular venue. Now, if you don't have any options there, then go to an online directory where you can find bands and DJs. That would be a pretty nice option because a lot of times they'll have reviews where you can check on their reviews, how they did on other weddings, possibly see videos of them DJing or them playing. You'll have a better idea of what it would be like for your wedding. And the last option is social media. You can go on social media, look up tags, look up reels, and try to find people that way as well. A lot of times people will put tags on their videos to be able to share that with everyone, so people can find them and book them that way. So that's another way of being able to book a band or a DJ. The next step is to hire a photographer and a videographer. Some couples decide to just hire a photographer and that's it. Some couples decide to hire both. A lot of couples that I spoke to told me that they've only watched their wedding video like once, or maybe watch it once a year on their anniversary, and that's pretty much it. However, for me, it's really important to have a videographer because I think it's really important to capture the emotional moments of the ceremony. It's also important for us to capture footage of certain items, certain vendors, certain things that we have at the wedding, because we worked out partnerships with different companies to be able to provide footage and video photos for them in order to get like a better deal with them. So I think that in our case, it was really important to have that. In your case, it might be different depending on what you're working with, but that would be the next step and the perfect time to get that booked. To find a photographer and videographer, I would use the same 4 ways of doing things. Word of mouth, then you want to go ahead and go to the venue, see if they have any recommendations. Then if that doesn't work, go straight to online directories, try to find certain things on different websites. And then if that doesn't work, you can go ahead and go to social media and you can find people through social media. I think the best way to do it is word of mouth. So just like ask around, ask people who you've known got married recently, ask around, see who they recommend, and I'm sure you're gonna get plenty of recommendations. After booking those out, the next thing you wanna do is plan to book out blocks at a hotel, or in my case, it's gonna be 2 hotels. And basically, my soon-to-be mother-in-law suggested we do this. We have a more affordable option and we have a little bit higher scale option. So people can choose, you know, they have options. Everyone's working with a different budget. Everyone has, you know, a different idea of how much they wanna spend for this wedding. So I want to be able to give them enough options and give them enough information so that everyone's well informed, everyone knows what's happening, and everyone is comfortable. Basically, all you have to do is call the hotel, ask them to connect you with someone who can get all this set up for you, and then your guests will just scan the QR code on the invite, or they call the hotel and book the dates that they need to stay. Another very helpful thing to do is to add travel info to your wedding website. I went ahead and added the different airports and transportation that are in the area so they can be well informed and they can get their ticket to the right place. They can, you know, book the transportation, and things can go as smooth as possible for them with all this information that they need. The very last thing, and probably most exciting thing that you're gonna do when planning a wedding, is find the dress and order it. For me, I found mine at Nevada Novius in Miami area, Coral Gables to be exact. I absolutely fell in love with it. It was the first dress I put on. I'm gonna show you guys more footage of it and more videos of different dresses that I was putting on. Here I just have a little bit of me looking through the dresses and just having a good time with my friends. But I'll be able to show you more after the wedding. I can't show you the dress right now. I also don't want to show you other dresses that I tried on because I want to save this moment for after the wedding so you can actually see what it looks like, and I can talk about it a little bit more and show you some wedding videos as well. If you are a bride and you haven't found your dress yet, please go check out Nevada Novius. I absolutely highly recommend this place because the experience was amazing. We popped a bottle of champagne. We had an amazing time. We took some photos, we took some videos, and it was just overall such a great experience. And the best thing that has ever happened for me, like that day I came back home, I was like, I had tears in my eyes. I was telling my fiance, like, I've never experienced something so special like this, and I highly recommend for every bride to be able to experience this because you're probably just gonna do it once in your life. We all hope to do it once in our life. So take advantage of it, experience that day with joy, don't let the little things stress you, and just take it all in because it's gonna go by fast, just like the wedding. Everyone keeps telling me the wedding's gonna go by fast, enjoy every single moment, and I'm trying to like live in it right now, as you guys can see. I am trying to set myself up for the wedding day to just enjoy it and not stress about the little things. That's it, guys. This is what you have to do 8 to 10 months prior to the wedding. And if you haven't done this already and you're in that time frame, please jump on it. You gotta hustle because things are gonna start to fly after 6 months. Everything's just gonna happen super quick. So you wanna make sure you stay on that timeline, you're doing everything correctly, and you're doing everything right. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. Also, don't forget to click that bell button if you haven't already to see the new videos that I post every single week. Thanks, guys, and see you guys next time.